Welcome, folks, to a Lost in the Groove podcast, the Shin Dig Variety Show, a podcast about society and culture, discussing topics that we are dealing with right now and the changes that are coming. So, with that, let's start today's topic. Mike, take it away, man.
So for the past week, we've been talking about the Gabby Petito case, and this week, there's more information coming out, as we knew it would be the case. It's just having to be patient and wait for some kind of clarity as to what agencies have come up with, what they can determine. And this week, we came across two articles that, number one, is kind of very strange. There's this Lowery case. A gentleman who is from Texas was basically found near Gabby Petito's body, maybe not immediately close, but somewhere in that vicinity, and he had committed suicide with a firearm. It's rather bizarre that they didn't discover it, at least the body, sooner. I mean, if it was really close, I would have imagined it would have been same day, especially as they would scour the area to look for other evidence, anything. It's just, basically searching, canvassing the area for anything at all. That's how investigations go. And then the second article was talking about how the parents have been incredibly strange about certain stories they were telling, certain information they were divulging.
Yeah, I was gonna tell you this. I was just looking online. So we had a few comments. I really appreciate you guys commenting on videos, and we really want you guys to have an open conversation. So if you disagree with anything that we're saying or we misrepresented something, tell us in the comments. We really are open and honest. We want to build a community where we can all be together. So Sorba, I hope I'm pronouncing the name correctly, says, yeah, I have speculated exactly the same after I saw an interview and watched interactions between some and her family. That's an important point. We were talking about this. What about the families? And like, this is a perfect example. They're acting strange.
What can we really say? It's the investigators' jobs to kind of notice these things from the get-go, from day one. It's really weird to be hearing about it now, a month later. Of course, we did say.
Oh, and Brian has still not been found.
Right, and we did say that obviously, as time progresses, more information will come out, and then we'll chat about it. We'll discuss it openly. I'm just really surprised how nearly spot on you were with your gut feeling about the entire case, Dave. That was, as soon as I saw these articles, I'm like, fuck, how did he have that feeling from the beginning of the first few weeks?
My own personal experience.
Of course, there's many people we saw in the comment section. There's many people who are kind of saying very similar things. Other people are picking up on it too. But in situations like this, especially as serious, it's very, very serious. I always lean towards the side of caution of, what can I say? What can't I say? What can I speculate on? I don't want to say something that I'm going to regret.
No, of course not. I mean, another thing, the reason we brought up Robert Lowery was we don't want to. There are other cases right now of people that have been found in mountains and national parks, but have not been spoken because of the story of Gabby Petito, which her case is very important, might I add. But there are other people that we're having the situation now of people are being found in national parks, dead. It's kind of odd this is all happening now. There was a young guy that was a scientist found dead in a national park. Now Robert Lowery, Gabby Petito, there's a few others. I don't remember their names, but I would have bring them up, that have all been found in similar scenarios, all dead in parks.
That's so weird.
Yeah. And you know what's even weirder? American Horror Story did a terrible show. American Horror Stories was terrible, but American Horror Story is a really great horror television show. But they did an episode of these wild humans that live in national parks, and they hunt humans. And the way that they usually assemble the body once they're finished is as if it was murdered. Like they'll put it on like a stump or tree, and like their body will be completely unrecognizable because, and they did this before all of this happened, like literally a few months before.
I don't know, man.
I mean, look, it's a TV show. It's horror.
Right.
It's not real, but I don't know. I thought it was an interesting coincidence.
Right. Art mimicking reality, or reality mimicking art,
Oh, yeah, for sure.
But it's still, I find that that specific case of the scientist kind of interesting. I wonder what his background was, what work he did, how did he die, what companies or research labs was he related to or had worked in. I mean,
there's a lot of there's a lot of things that can go on. There's a lot of things that will happen. I mean, we're gonna cover as much as we can.
Obviously, we can't, we don't know. It could have been something personal, right? Lowery was considered a suicide case. We don't know if this scientist was in
right. I mean, and this is the thing also, like when we find out what happened to Gabby, I'm not comparing the scenarios, but it might be similar to what happened with Robert Lowery. It's like, oh, it makes sense. Right. Oh, yeah. I mean, guys, we have reached the end of the broadcasting limit, unfortunately. So with that, thank you guys so much for watching. Please make sure to like and subscribe, as this helps grow our channel and the Lost in the Groove fam. I can't wait to see you guys in the next one. Peace.